Is your friendship still friendshipping, or is it sailing away? Okay, that was horrible. But hear me out. There are 5 red flags in friendship that I'm going to tell you in this video. You see, friendship is all about maintaining balance. And if there's an imbalance going on, you might want to rethink that friendship. The first red flag in friendship is if your friend is not putting in effort. If they are not making effort to reciprocate and to schedule hangouts with you, or to even check up on you, or even text you back, you might want to rethink this friendship. If you always find yourself initiating hangouts, or initiating text messages, or initiating phone calls or FaceTimes, it's gonna get a little one-sided after a while, so you really have to beware of those type of friends, because you deserve an equal friendship. You deserve a bestie who shows up for you. And if your current besties are not showing up for you the way you show up for them, this might be a little sign to snip snip. I know that's very extreme. But even if so, you might want to just sit down and talk with them and tell them how you feel. I think communication is so important in friendship. If you're feeling an imbalance, I think a real friend would want to hear you out. If you're finding yourself in a one-sided friendship and you're always the one showing up for them, or you're always the one initiating hangouts, babes, you might want to get rid of that friendship or talk it over with them. And if they are feeling a little offended or they're not going to reciprocate back, then that is your sign to let go of that friendship. There are plenty of people in this world who would be psyched to have you as a friend, because you are such a special person, beauties and cuties. And I want the world to experience more friends like you. And if your current friends are doing the least right now and are not really showing up for you the way you would like to be shown up for, talk it over or just let them go. The second red flag in friendship to watch out for is if your friend is getting jealous that you have other friends. Whenever you talk to this specific friend, if you mention another friend that you're gonna hang out with this week, and if they're feeling a little bit ew, disgusted by it, or if they're very clingy to you and they want your attention 24/7, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, you might want to rethink this friendship, because this could be a very clingy friend who would want to alienate you from having any other friendships. And I think that is such toxic behavior. I don't think anybody deserves to have that kind of energy in their life. This type of friend will make sure they are your only friend. And that is so not fair to you, because we as human beings are such multifaceted human beings. And at least for me, I have many different types of friendships, because some friends share some common interests with me, while other friends share other common interests with me, while other friends relate to me in a different way. And so I like to have diversity, and I love to experience the many different types of friendships in my life. That's just me as a person. If you're cool and you have a really solid best friend that's your only friend, as long as they are not a toxic person preventing you from meeting other people, then have that one best friend, because quality over quantity, if I do say so myself.
Yeah.
However, if you are the type of person like me to have many different types of friends from many walks of life, but you have that one friend that wants to take you away from the other ones, that talks badly about those other friends, that wants your attention 24/7, they're probably gonna have to go. They're probably gonna have to say bye-bye, because that is not fair to you. You deserve to have many people who love you in this lifetime. And as long as the friendship is treated equally and in balance, there's no favoritism, I feel like it's perfectly fine for you to have as many friends as you want. However, if that friend is trying to alienate you from everyone else and just have them for themselves, that is some creepy behavior, and you need to cut it.
Cut it.
Okay, so the third red flag in friendship to look out for is if your friend judges you and does not give you the space for you to be your full, authentic self. Oh, I have had these friends in the past, in my younger years, and let me tell you, it is not fun to be around people who constantly shit on the things you like, who constantly shit on your aspirations or your dreams or what you want to become, because that is not fair. I feel like in friendship, there should be no judgment. There should be space for both parties to be vulnerable with each other and to be their full authentic selves. In friendship, there should be full acceptance, because acceptance and friendship go hand in hand. I think it is such a beautiful thing, and I've been very blessed these past few years to have such a solid group of friends that really accept me and love me for who I am, that allow me to be vulnerable, that allow me to ugly cry, that allow me to talk about whatever I want to. And there's such equal reciprocation in these friendships that I'm so grateful for.
But honey,
If your current friends right now are the judgy type, are always just giving you the side eye, are always just making fun of the way you dress or how you talk or the things you like, that's gotta go. And I'm so grateful I got rid of those friendships in my life. Like, even though some of them were long friendships that I used to have since elementary school, after a while, I felt like I was outgrowing them. I felt like I was evolving and they just didn't accept the new version of me. And so it is perfectly fine to let those friends go. And just know that you deserve friendships that allow you to be your full authentic self, that allow you to go after the things you want, that allow space for you to make mistakes, but also to comfort you without any judgment. I feel like solid friendships are ride or dies. They are always there for you no matter what. And they will never judge your mistakes. They will always be there to tell you what's up and to really just reel you back in and ground you. So the judgy type of friends, yeah, they gotta go. You gotta say goodbye, good riddance. Life is too short to have judgy people in your inner circle. You don't want that dirty, disgusting energy around your inner circle, babes. You want to be your full, free self without the worryment of, is worryment a word? Without constantly worrying about how you portray yourself. Because in the past, with those fake and judgy friends that I used to have, I felt like I always had to surveillance what I'd say, what I'd think, what I'd wear. And that was just so mentally exhausting. But it wasn't until I met my real and genuine friends where it was just like the hugest sigh of relief that I've had in my life. And I'm super, super duper grateful that I have friends that allow me the space to breathe, to be myself, to grow, and to thrive. So, snip snip those judgy friends, beauties and cuties. The fourth red flag to look out for in friendship is if your friends right now do not respect your boundaries. This is a biggie. If you're constantly finding yourself with friends who peer pressure you, who don't respect when you say no, that is a huge red flag, and you need to just cut those friends out, because no friend in this world would make you want to feel uncomfortable. And I feel like when we set boundaries for ourselves, it's because we want to be in a comfortable, safe space where we know we can be grounded and we can thrive. Now, don't get this twisted with friends getting you out of your comfort zone, because my friends right now, they've gotten me out of my comfort zone, and I've experienced so many great things that I personally held myself back from. However, the difference between friends who don't respect your boundaries and friends who get you out your comfort zone is the friends who do not respect your boundaries. Let's say if you're drinking and you don't want to drink with them, and they're constantly like,
come on, we're gonna have fun, it's gonna be amazing, like, don't be a pussy, blah blah blah.
if they're constantly badgering you to drink, even if you don't want to and you said no, they are overstepping your boundaries. Or if they make you feel guilty for even having boundaries, if they call you boring, or if they call you uninteresting for wanting some space and some time to just not be too wild, because you know, we ebb and flow. We all have our own definitions of wild and crazy. I share ebb and flow between those both. However, if you have friends that push you out your boundaries and force you to do things you don't want to do, mega red flag. Don't ever get it twisted though with friends trying to get you out your comfort zone. If you have friends right now that are encouraging you to pursue your dreams or goals or aspirations, but you feel afraid to, but they are encouraging you and pushing you to really go for it, that is a good friend because they are encouraging you to do something creative and productive and something that will benefit you in the long run. And I think those friends who encourage you, rather than force you to dishonor your own boundaries, are the friends to keep. You don't deserve those types of friends who make you feel shitty for not wanting to go out, for not wanting to drink, for not wanting to do some shady things. No, don't ever let anyone make you feel guilty for the choices you think are best for yourself. Because at the end of the day, you know what's best for you, okay? You are living your own life experience and no one can tell you otherwise. So go with your gut feeling, and if you have friends that are constantly trying to dishonor your boundaries, just let them go. And I know for a fact that you're gonna attract some great friends who will respect your boundaries, who will encourage you, and who will just be amazing, genuine people to you. Okay, so the fifth and final red flag in friendship, and this is a big one, is if you feel drained after you hang out with a specific friend. That is a mega red flag. I've said this in so many videos, but everything is energy in this world, beauties and cuties. And so, if you are constantly finding yourself feeling brain fog or feeling drained after hanging out with a certain friend, that is a red flag that they are energy vampires. They are thriving off your good energy, but they are literally sucking the life out of you. A sign of a good friend is after you both hang out, is if you both feel equally energetic and equally high vibrational afterwards. You feel inspired after you hang out. You know, I've had many of those hangouts recently and I feel like it's just constant energetic flow. There's so much reciprocation. Those types of friends have such an energetic and beautiful aura that actually heals you and doesn't sacrifice them or vice versa. Like your energy fuels them, but it doesn't drain you. However, I've had a few of these friends in the past where after I hang out with them, it feels like I have an energetic hangover. Like I literally feel like I wanna take a nap or I just wanna like cry. I don't know, but I've really had that. And comment down below if you've had those types of friends too, because that is a huge fat sign from your higher self, as I like to say, that you need to cut those types of people out of your life. Like you don't want energy vampires in your space at all because your energy is so precious, beauties and cuties. You deserve to have all the beautiful energy in this world coursing through your body and your soul. And if you find somebody stealing that from you, stealing your joy, stealing your energy, stealing your excitement, that is a major, major red flag and you have to let them go. Okay, beauties and cuties, those were the 5 red flags in friendship to look out for. I hope some of these really spoke to you. I hope you take these things and really just mentally go through the people in your life and see if any of these red flags have ever come up. And if they have, and if maybe all 5 of them have come up for one specific person, that is your sign to snip snip, let them go. Goodbye. If you enjoyed this video, give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button down below, and also be sure to follow your favorite internet gunkle on Instagram and TikTok right here. And I'll see you in the next video, beauties and cuties. You deserve the bestest, most genuine friends in this world, and I'm sending you all beautiful energy. Gunkle loves ya.